Now, UNCTAD, in partnership with Vision 2030, has launched success rate measuring tool to be able to gauge the success rate of Vision 2030 failures and areas of improvement. The tool that is being used already by a number of countries in Africa indicates that Kenya will not be able to achieve its Vision 2030 plans, majorly due to high cost of electricity and high interest on loans. Kenya electricity cost is more than 3 times expensive compared to other East African countries.
The physical capital we have, the resources we have, this all pillar is all these one function. So these are the 3 pillars. Without having these 3 pillars, highly complicated and complex products, competitively. Transformation, we also need to shift our resources from traditional sectors to more advanced sectors. If we
to actually have a basis on which you have sound, solid data, and this is not speculative, but this is data on which you can then benchmark where your economy is and where the gaps are, and therefore this can contribute towards policy making so that governments will have the right tools to be able to judge whether the policies are working and to be able to amend their policies to focus on the key critical areas that will unlock some of the potential of the country. But we believe that this is a good opportunity for not just Kenya, because we've launched this in a number of other countries as well. In fact, just before I arrived, Zimbabwe asked for the same event that we're trying to do here in Kenya, Zambia as well. We're also going to Ethiopia after this. We're also going to Paraguay, to Ecuador, to Bolivia, and some countries in Southeast Asia as well. The price of energy in Kenya is extremely high on the African continent. I think it's the 3rd highest price. And when you're trying to industrialize the economy, industry needs energy. So it's important that the energy is at a price that the industry can afford, that they can have a competitive advantage, because it's extremely high here. When you go to neighboring countries, it's 4 cents per kilowatt. So if you are developing an industry here, your margins are going to be reduced drastically.
Where are we with Vision 2030? The Vision 2030 Secretariat is in the process of finalizing a rigorous assessment of whether how much of it has worked, what has not worked. Some things would have worked well, others haven't. Nothing works perfectly or all in the same direction. They are not linear. They some do well, others do not do so well. And we'll soon have, hopefully we're going to get that report by September.
All right, now we move on. Today we are talking about e-commerce. We are looking at